Welcome back to Behind the Headlines. Naloxone, also known as Narcan, is the life-saving antidote to drug overdoses. It is non-prescription, but it could also be expensive if it is not provided by an emergency agency like police or an EMT crew. Pharmacies in rural Arkansas are keeping it behind the counter now. Mary Hennigan is a special reporter for the Arkansas Advocate News Service based in Little Rock, and she joins us now. Welcome back, Mary. Good to have you with us again.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
So why are pharmacies storing it out of reach? Is shoplifting become a problem now?
Yeah, so for my latest report, I interviewed 15 pharmacists across Arkansas, and I focused on small operations in rural towns. All but 2 of them told me that they kept naloxone behind the counter, and yes, several of them told me that it was for concerns of shoplifting. But they also said that not many people have asked for the medicine, and it is typically on the more expensive end. In one small Arkansas town in the southern part of the state, a pharmacist told me that it rings up for $250, and she described the area as having high crime. So generally, the pharmacist told me that they wanted to keep naloxone where they could see it, which resulted in them keeping it behind the counter.
So what has the state of Arkansas done to make it more accessible in more places since it also went over the counter?
So the distribution of naloxone and its common brand name, Narcan, has been a priority for Arkansas officials through their settlement funds. For the national $26 billion settlement funds, Arkansas will receive about $216 million. So for the Attorney General's office, that means funding programs or research to abate the opioid epidemic, and they're also giving naloxone kits to law enforcement agencies. For the Arkansas Opioid Recovery Partnership, which formed as a result of the Arkansas Association of Counties and the Municipal League pooling their funding, that means funding organizations in local communities with a specific focus for the opioid epidemic.
So sort this out for us, Mary. It's over the counter, but also Arkansas has a law that requires naloxone or Narcan to be prescribed. In what circumstances?
Yeah, so legislation in 2021 requires healthcare professionals to prescribe opioid antagonists with pain medication, so like naloxone. And those certain circumstances include when a patient has a history of opioid use disorder or if they're frequently being prescribed opioid use. So in reality, that means that pharmacists often see naloxone prescribed with like a patient's back pain medication.
So if it is prescribed for those conditions, do insurance plans cover it?
Well, so this is the major issue that I heard from rural pharmacists. They all generally agreed that naloxone is important medicine, but they said that the steep price tag prevents a lot of patients from purchasing it because insurance providers won't cover it. One pharmacist in Central Arkansas told me that 1 in every 10 patients who are prescribed naloxone with their opioid prescriptions will pick it up because of the copay expense. And the pharmacist said that this is particularly concerning for what he considered his most vulnerable population, those who rely on Medicare, which is a great deal of Arkansans.
Is there a stigma attached to asking for it if I'm a patient?
Yeah, so there can be. With naloxone being behind the counter instead of on the general shelving, means that customers do have to come in and ask for it. Kirk Lane, who leads the Arkansas Opioid Recovery Partnership, told me that there is a stigma for asking for the medicine, and it creates a barrier for people who need it. He said that the stigma makes it more difficult to give resources to people who need it in general.
So besides going to a pharmacy, are there what you could call public dispensaries in Arkansas becoming more available, or has that started yet?
So naloxone can be found in places that are not pharmacies, but residents may have to search for it, like among their local organizations or ask law enforcement groups in their community. The Opioid Recovery Partnership tries to have a program funded in all of the state's 75 counties. And separately, I talked with the River Valley Medical Wellness Group, who received a grant to start this mobile unit that will go into the community and provide resources to people who need it. So they're eliminating transportation as a barrier for care.
And before you go, tell us about, and I did not know this, there is a naloxone app?
Yeah, so the Arkansas Opioid Recovery Partnership runs the Revive Arkansas app, and that teaches its users how to use naloxone. So the medicine is a nasal spray, and it's generally easy to use, but the app provides step-by-step information in English, Spanish, and Marshallese.
All right, Barry Hennigan with Arkansas Advocate's latest story. You can see her reports and other Arkansas Advocate reporters' reports, that is, online and on social media, as well as this conversation on KY3.com, the KY3 News app, also Roku, Fire Stick, and Apple TV Plus. Mary, thanks very much. We always look forward to next time, and we'll keep an eye out for your stories.
Okay, thank you.